So namaste and welcome to Echoes of Jharna, Divya.
Namaste.
How have you
Thank
been?
you so much. I've been good. Thank you for having me. It's such a wonderful concept to begin with.
Actually, it's nice having you back, after a long time.
Yeah.
And so something unrelated but related, the question would be, how is your married life?
Married life is good.
Yeah, I heard you
Life
got
is
married
good.
earlier this year. Yes.
Yeah, earlier this year.
And
5
so
months ago.
how is juggling marriage now? One more addition to your very many activities that you are involved with.
It's good. It's very new, but it's also very exciting. As suddenly after marriage, I've had a lot of shows. So there's been with my husband also. He's now like fully into appreciating dance. I think he's here. So
Nice. I don't think, does he have a choice?
No, not really.
Okay. But that's good. It's really nice to know that, and because it really works as a unit,
Yeah,
I mean, you need that support, and coming from a family that has already supported you, with your mother being in the background foreground everywhere, and given you that lovely creative input of having the skill of puppetry and this beautiful dance form, Bharatanatyam. So just tell us about your journey of how you have been able to, being a student of Sri Praveen Kumar. At what point you were able to blend in this, and how did you see this happen together? Bharatanatyam and puppetry.
Bharatanatyam and puppetry. So this idea came about when I was quite young, when I was almost the size of the puppet. So that's when it came about. It started with a short piece that my mother had conceptualized and Praveen sir had choreographed. So they came together. So my siblings, my brother and my sister, were playing a dancer puppet. Both of them, my sister is of course a dancer, but my brother is also quite well versed, having grown up, with us.
Right.
So
Lovely.
the two of them, as well as my mother, so you almost need 3 people to play this dancer puppet. So it was, so if you have to do Bharatanatyam with a puppet, this is what you need. So we started with that, where she was a princess and I was the Sakhi, but we were kind of matched, and we would do similar movements. This is a short piece that we started with, and this was back in 2009, I think. Yeah, back in 2009. So and then we had a little more recently in 2019, we had a full-fledged production of dance and puppetry, of Malavika Agnimitram, Kalidasa's Malavika Agnimitram.
Beautiful.
And so it's a romantic comedy, and all of the characters were puppets except Malavika, who is a dancer even in the story.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
that I played. And so with all of this over the years, I had sort of started to understand what it requires to be this dancer with a puppet, and also how to bring these two forms together. Because I had all of this exposure already, it was quite, I wouldn't say easy, it was very challenging, but I had somewhere to start from.
Yes.
So,
and are you probably the only one in India who's doing this in combination, or do you know anybody else who is also working with a classical dance form and puppetry?
I am not aware of anybody else. I mean, our country is huge, so you never know. We might find somebody somewhere, but I haven't come across anybody doing this, especially in the classical framework of whether it is classical puppetry or classical dance. I think both of these coming together is something
So tell me, I mean, one is, performance with the puppets, and understanding how to the skill of puppetry. The other is, I want to know, since you also have your own dance school, and I'm sure you have little ones out there and learning. Uh, do you have you ever felt that bringing in the puppets to the class and uh, sort of giving them a chance to interact with them, to just show what it is to dance and what are the lines, or to even tell them what is right, what is wrong, those kind of things. Have you ever felt that that's something possible, or have you done it before?
It's definitely possible. So, one thing that using a puppet to kind of explain something about dance is useful for would be kind of understanding our limbs and our joints and anatomically, because when you look at a puppet you will clearly understand the movement of every joint and
Every
all of
joint.
so movement wise it's very useful. And another thing is that so when the puppet doesn't have its own facial expression, how much do we have to actually give to that puppet? That really trains
Yes.
you as an artist
Very
overall. In any art form that you have to pursue, that you would like to pursue, this concept of giving a lot of life into something else that is the medium of the art form that interacts with the audience. So that is something that it can be really truly learned from learning puppetry. I think that is one of the biggest learnings that I have had with as a puppeteer.
So that's beautiful. You also have young ones training apart from Bharatanatyam in puppetry?
Yes, I do.
Lovely.
We have 2 students who train both in dance and puppetry. They learn the
Fantastic.
puppetry. They train under my mother, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not fully teaching puppetry or anything, but they train under my mother. But they are also dance students.
Beautiful. I mean, I'm still in awe of this, coming together and doing something like this, because as you said, it's to do with that expression of the limbs and to express through the body. It's amazing. It's really amazing, because your performance is still there in front of my eyes, and I just love the way at one there was one posture of you leaning with the puppet. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. And yes, so what I would like to also ask you is, you are also pursuing PhD, your degree, and so how does that give you a unique perspective, and all this teaching, performance, research, how does it inform each other with the current work that you are in?
Yeah, it is all of these streams that I'm in are just somehow are very, very integrated. My PhD informs teaching, teaching informs my PhD, PhD informs performance and choreography and all of that. So the topic of my PhD is also in choreography. It is in understanding principles of Alankara Shastra, which is Indian aesthetics, that line of aesthetics that we have, understanding those principles and applying them into methodologies for choreography today in present Bharatanatyam or in whatever it is that we do. So all the experiences and this Jharna has also happened in the beginning, I think it was 23, so it was in the beginning of my PhD also. So a lot of the learnings from these and this was a choreography experiment, to say what we performed at Jharna. So a lot of the learnings from there have gone into research, and a lot of the learnings from that research have gone into fine-tuning this. So there's a lot of back and forth, especially in choreography, but also in teaching.
That's
because,
very interesting.
Yeah.
In teaching. Yeah.
In teaching.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
my research is in 3 domains: choreography, performance, and teaching. and
Okay.
it's looking at new methods in Bharatanatyam pedagogy.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's very interesting. And can you give one point in that, from that, when you say
Yeah.
Bharatanatyam pedagogy, and
Yeah.
what is it that you have probably discovered from this inputs
Yeah.
that you've had?
So the discovery is that our existing Adavu pedagogy is very strong, and it helps us in developing rhythm and technical perfection. But when we have to look at a holistic presentation of of at the most basic level of entertaining the audience, and at a further level of emotionally enriching the audience,
Right.
there are a few other tools that we can use, that we can
Right.
employ into our teaching right from the
Teaching.
beginning. Yeah, slowly. So it isn't saying do away with anything that we already have, but it is giving examples of adding these things that will only enrich training and make it a little more holistic for the purpose of rasa, if you must say, that experience that we want to give the audience.
Yes, I think especially with the current children and the setup of
Yeah.
how we have split our different curricular activities. You go here for dance, there for music, which is so. In order to, I think, bridge that, this is required.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very perspective of this. I really like that. So, and looking back on Jharna, is there one particular moment on stage or during your preparation that stands out as a very memorable, meaningful moment to you?
Yeah, actually, I remember during the choreography. So that was done with me and my sister. My sister was the one playing the
Right,
puppet.
yes, she was playing them.
Yeah, and it is very important to have a good rapport, I think, with the puppeteer, because my sister is also a dancer trained under Praveen sir, and a puppeteer trained under my mother. So she kind of has it all and is able to.
Right.
So at that moment, there was one point where we were really trying to figure out what to do for a really long time, and so we decided to just go with the flow of whatever it is that we're doing. And that time I was one of the first, like it was one of the first choreography explorations that I was going through. So I wasn't very aware that this choreography is quite a messy process and it will not just come, and ideas will not just come like this. But there was exactly that moment that you described of that moment with the Krishna, that came very it came quite spontaneously, and that point where and it was beautiful, and for both of us instantly it was a beautiful moment. And I think that moment made me realize that true creativity and something fresh and something beautiful in art, it we can't plan it, and we can't always cognize and we can't say this is how it's going to be. Sometimes it has to just come. That spark of creativity, that spark of spontaneity is not us, and that's quite humbling. That's quite humbling.
It's that magical moment, where you are not present and it happens.
It happens.
And it's also nice if the audience are able to actually be in that moment too. I'm glad I was, because I still have that in my head. But yes, it's very magical, very nice. Thank you for sharing that. And I would also like to know, after Jharna, did it give you a platform to actually present this combination at other places?
You know, it did. Very recently, so what we performed at Jharna was a 20-minute excerpt.
Right.
We just, we wanted to
Concise it,
we
yeah.
wanted to have the whole, put as much detailing as we could. And so we had just 20 minutes. Now, recently when was it? In July, there was a children's festival in Mumbai at the NMACC, at Neeta Mukesh Ambani Cultural Center, for which also they contacted me for dance and puppetry.
Oh, fantastic.
So we expanded this into a 1-hour production, and for children specifically, because this is something that, I mean, all ages, of course, it's layered, so all ages can get it, but when you have something like a puppet, it's very easy for a child to
do. No, it's beautiful. I mean, even for the adults, but very nice. I'm so happy.
With Jharna as the starting point, we were able to kind of expand this and perform.
Lovely. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a rapid fire question.
Okay.
Would you want to have your puppet by your side? Okay.
I could actually. It so happens that it's right here. Shall I go
Please
and
do.
bring it?
Please do. Yes, please. Oh. Okay. Namaste and welcome to Echoes of Jharna, dear Krishna. So here we go. Are you ready for the rapid fire? Let us know one movement or gesture that instantly energizes you on stage. Gesture.
I think a jump, any sort of jump.
Wow.
A jump or
a jump. Yeah, okay. Beautiful.
A jump and turn or something like that.
Nice. Okay. And one piece of music you can't help but move to, even off stage.
Balmurali Krishna's Tillanas.
All of it? Which one is?
Yeah, any one of his Tillanas.
Would Krishna right now sing that?
Krishna can sing. Krishna is, yeah, okay, fine. I think maybe the Vrindavani Tillana. The
Beautiful Vrindavani.
Even the Ragamalika.
Okay, lovely. So, if you weren't a dancer, what would you do right now?
That is too good. Okay, if I weren't a dancer, what would I do right now? I don't know. I don't think there's. I have never thought of that. Maybe some more research.
Okay. Some more research. Okay.
That's the only thing.
Research.
But in dance only.
Okay.
I don't know anything else.
And in dance. Okay. Fine. Some more research in dance. One thing you will tell yourself before you go up on stage. That one thing that you say before you just enter stage.
Have fun. Have fun. Yes.
Yay!
Always.
So, is that good? This is Papudus. Papudus meet Krishna. Yeah. Oh, okay. Little stiff on his neck, Papudu is, but he can just do a little jig. Yeah. And thank you. We've had real good fun with Echoes of Jharna here with Divya Hoskere, and many more performances for you, and joy of dancing, and more turns and jumps on stage, and lots of blessings. So do you have anything ready now for presentation as a production?
Yes, we'll be performing in Chennai soon. One new production in December.
With the
Working on
puppets
it
or just
almost.
otherwise?
No, just
Okay.
solo dance.
Okay, okay, fine. So let's hope we can present you again with the puppets very soon.
Yes. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very
Thank
much,
you so much
Divya.
for having me.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. It was really
Yes,
fun.
please do come for our coming Jharna if you can. Okay, thank you.
Yes.